Hello everybody, and welcome to my very first review video on my channel. Unfortunately, the first time I did it, it got ruined. So I'm gonna have to go through every single other protein bar that I did last time because apparently the memory card that I had ran out. So I'm gonna have to redo this whole video, which is unfortunate because I already ate a little bit of all these bars and I gave them a nice review, and now all of them are destroyed, and I'm really mad about that. But live and learn, live and learn. And I ate lunch too, so my stomach hurts. But anyway, we're gonna get right into it. The whole point of this video is because I got a bunch of protein bars at the vitamin shop. I want to figure out which one is best for me, because next time I go, I might buy in bulk instead of just buying a bunch. So yeah, we're gonna start off with just the basic Quest bars. So number one on the list is chocolate chip cookie dough, coming in, and I will put the macros on the screen, at 180 calories, 9 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of protein. So it's decent in the macros. Here's what it looks like. I'm only taking a little bite because I don't want you the whole thing. But chocolate chip cookie dough, it tastes alright. It's okay. It's not bad. And I guess another plus about doing this is that I get to go back and redo it to give it like a for sure review. Second is the best. So chocolate chip cookie dough, I'd give it a 6 out of 10, simply because it tastes a lot like cookie dough, and the macros are fine. It's just not my favorite. I feel like, for Quest, it's going to be a little better than, your typical candy bar protein. But, again, I'll talk about that later, but it's just not my favorite. It is good. It tastes like cookie dough, as you would expect it to taste. But yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. This next one is lemon cake. Lemon cake is one I really wanted to try. So I'm going to try it just to see if I really like it. And it looks really good. It looks really good. Coming in at 170 calories, 23 grams of carbs, 20 grams of protein, 7 grams of fat. When it comes to the carb and the protein ratio, it's got a good protein. But for carbs, it has a little more carb than it does protein. And again, second time's a charm. It's pretty damn good. Tastes a lot like a lemon bar. Actually, got that lemony, does have a protein taste, but I do enjoy it. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10, based on the macros and the flavor. It's pretty damn good. I probably would buy that one in bulk. So that's what it is for the lemon bar. Is 7 out of 10. Maybe, yeah, 7 out of 10. I'm gonna straight up just give it a 7 out of 10. Chocolate peanut butter. Chocolate peanut butter Quest. Coming in, 200 calories, 9 grams of fat, 22 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein. So decent protein to macro ratio. But again, with the carbs. And that's what it looks like. And again, that's damn pretty good. Yeah. Shit tastes a lot like cookie dough. And very peanut buttery. I would give that. I would give it another 6.5. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. I probably would buy it in bulk if I was feeling peanut butter. But again, with the macros, I don't know if I want to be snacking on 200 calories all the time. If there's a better option, like the lemon bar. You save the calories and you get the same amount of protein. Oatmeal chocolate chip for Quest coming in 180 calories, so less than the other one. 7 grams of fat, 24 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein. Very good on the protein to calorie ratio. Again, it's getting up there with the carbs. But you know, that's what I'm looking for, is like the 10 out of 10 is going to have no carbs, or not no carbs, but it's going to have, the protein's going to be better than the carbs. So oatmeal, very good. It's very cinnamony, tasting some oatmeal, and it's got chocolate chips in it. It tastes like I'm eating an oatmeal cookie. And again, the macros are decent, but it's got a lot more carbs than it does protein. It's got 4 more grams of carbs than it does protein, so it's getting up there on the carbs. And again, there's no perfection. You can't perfect that bar unless, like, you know, without letting it taste like pure protein. I don't mind it, but the very cinnamon is that it gives it a better score than I feel like I did last time. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for that oatmeal, for the oatmeal chocolate chip. Good choice. Okay, next is going to be another Quest double chocolate chunk. That sounds pretty crazy. It's got a cookie on the front. If you've ever had the Quest cookie, it's pretty good, and I'm assuming it's probably going to taste like this. Spoiler alert. Coming in, 170 calories, 7 grams of fat, 25 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein. Again, the carbs, it's way more than the protein. And again, like I said before, it's got that real bitter protein taste. It tastes exactly like the cookie, the Quest protein cookie. It's good. If you enjoy that, I would highly recommend getting that. I am going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's mid. I feel like going back at it a second time, I wouldn't just chew that thing down. I just wouldn't. It's good. It tastes like the Quest cookie, but I just couldn't. I couldn't keep eating that if I bought it in bulk. But the lemon bar, I definitely would. So this one is getting a 5 out of 10. It's very mid, not my favorite, and it could be very better. It could be better. And in terms of macros, it's not necessarily worth it. So 5 out of 10 for the double chocolate chunk, but it's not bad. It's just, it's not my favorite. We're going in to these very goofy looking bars because I already did the video again. We're doing the one protein bar. I only bought one protein because I like cereal. And already it smells like a good amount of cereal. Fruity cereal. Like Fruity Pebbles or Fruity Loops. Coming in at 220 calories, 20 grams of protein, 27 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of fat. When it comes to this, the carbs ratio, almost 30 grams of carbs for 20 grams of protein, and it's 220 calories. So is it really worth it to eat this like every morning or like as a substitute? I'd say no, but that's what it looks like. I'm only eating a little bit. And again, going in for the second time. It has a fruity cereal taste. And since it's covered in frosting, I am getting like that milky, like if I were to like have it in milk, like the cereal and milk. I think that's why they probably dipped it in frosting. It's probably why they dip most of their flavors in frosting. But yeah, the fruity cereal one, 6 out of 10. It's better than the double chocolate chunk. Macros aren't necessarily better. It just tastes better. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's worth it. Buying in bulk or just eating as like a constant snack every week or something. It's not worth it, I don't think. But it's pretty good. I don't feel comfortable eating something like that all the time. And that's really the controversial thing with protein bars. So 6 out of 10 on that macros. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're getting into the good stuff. We're moving into the Barbells brand cookies and cream. Barbells cookies and cream coming in at 200 calories, 20 grams of protein, 7 grams of fat, 20 grams of carbs. So it's pretty balanced in the sense of it looking like, and again, I already took a bite out of it, but it looks like this. It looks like a Snickers bar, and it tastes like one too. I'm getting very cookies and cream, and again, the macros are pretty decent. It is higher in calorie, but again, it's worth the macros because you're getting an even amount of carbs and protein. Again, if the carbs were lower, I'd give it a higher rating, and if the calories were lower, I'd also give it a higher rating. But I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because it's the Gym Bros candy bar. Stuff like that, protein bars like that are the Gym Bros candy bar, because obviously if you go out and get a candy bar, you know, you're getting 200 calories, you know, 70 grams of sugar, 2 grams of protein. It's terrible macros. And, you know, there's like 70 grams of carbs in there. It's terrible. It's terrible for you. You know, you're just being fat, you know. So, yeah, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 because it's great. It's good. It is high in calorie, which is why it's a 7. And it's way better than eating a candy bar. So if you prefer to have the balanced calories, again, it is higher, but again, it's more balanced than it would be for a regular protein bar. Because if the carbs are higher, you know, you're obviously getting more carbs than protein. So if it's balancing out, I feel more comfortable about it, which is why I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. And that is cookies and cream for barbells. Another barbell one, very melty because, again, I opened it already. Chocolate dough, 200 calories, 20 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of fat. So same macros, give or take a few maybe like added sugars, but there is no added sugars. I'm not going to show you what it looks like because it looks like a mess because I already ate it. But that's what the packaging kind of looks like. It tastes good. It tastes pretty damn good. Tastes like ice cream, like cookie dough ice cream, which is why they probably call it chocolate dough because I'm assuming they didn't want to bail on the whole cookie dough. But when you think of cookie dough, you think of chocolate chip cookie dough. So it's pretty good. It's the same macros as the other one, just has a different taste. So that's why I'm giving it a 7.5 because it tastes better than the and the cookies and cream tastes like cookie dough, and I prefer cookie dough over cookies and cream. And that is a harder flavor to match, especially when it comes to protein snacks. So we got some crazy bars. So before I start rating these, MRE, I'm sure you've heard of it. Redcon, MRE Lights, meal replacement, whatever you want to call it. Redcon 1. These bars are crazy. Not crazy good, not crazy bad. When I say they're crazy, I'm talking about being in a room, a rubber room with rats. Crazy, that's crazy. I'm kidding. But that's what I'm pretty much talking about is when I say these are crazy, is because of the macros. And I'm about to read you what the macros are. So coming in with the MRE bar for crunchy peanut butter cup, 260 calories, 9 grams of fat, 29 grams of carbs. And how much protein is that? Only 20 grams of protein. So 10 more grams of carbs pretty much for 20 grams of protein, and it's almost 300 calories for 30 grams of carbs. So if this tastes really good, you know why. And that's what it pretty much looks like. Obviously I took a bite already. Taking another bite. And it is pretty crunchy. I do get a peanut butter sensation. It's not terrible. Not terrible at all. But again, I don't know if I could eat that all the time. Buying it in bulk, it's just not worth it. The macros are just not worth it to me. And that's my opinion. Which is why it's going to go with the 6.5. I know a lot of people love Redcon stuff. They love their whey protein. They love their pre-workouts, their energy drinks, their single-serve protein drinks, and their protein bars. I do too. They're awesome. I've had the peanut butter and jelly one. Awesome. But when it comes to terms of macros and calories, it's just, I can't in confidence say that this is someone, it's a great bar, and then in their head they think, oh, well, I'm just going to eat this and be healthy, because it's not healthy for you. The MRE Gym Bro candy bar. That's what they are. They're the Gym Bro candy bar because it's pretty much just a candy bar, but it's got high protein in it, you know, and it's labeled as a protein bar. So that's why I'm giving it, yeah, I'll say 6.5. 6.5 because it's really good taste. It's not terrible. It is not mid. It is good. It's yummy. But again, when it comes to the macros, it's just not something that I want to be like eating all the time. And write down in the comments below what you guys think about Redcon. Actually, before yeah, so we're doing another Redcon. I got another one left after this one. I really am excited for this one, but we are headed on with the German chocolate cake. That sounds crazy good. Coming in with the calories of 260 calories, just like the last one. 9 grams of fat. Let's see. We got 29 grams of carbs, 20 grams of protein. So pretty much the same macros, give or take. Yeah, here goes nothing. We're going for the taste. I'm really trying to be careful with this one. So German chocolate. That's really good. That is really good. It tastes like I'm eating like a chocolate candy bar from like a high quality candy factory store or something like that. Yeah, German chocolate, very good. Again, I love MRE. I love Redcon. They're so good. But is it worth the macros? Personally, I don't think so. I just can't in confidence say that it's worth the macros. Like it's just not something I can do. But that's okay, because if you like Redcon, if you like all their stuff, great. If you don't care about the calories, if you are just trying to get big, I mean, you could chow these down all day and feel better about it because you're not eating a candy bar. It's way better than a candy bar. It's way better than actually eating, you know, like or like shit, high processed food, even though the shit is pretty much high processed. But yeah, it is just, it's good. It's pretty damn good. But again, I'm gonna give this one a 7. No, yeah, if I gave the one 6.5, I'm giving this one a 7 because it tastes better. But again, with the macros, I just can't, you know, it's pretty good. And I am rating a lot of them based on the taste rather than macros. The higher ones I'm rating are because it tastes good for the macros. I know this is probably like lining up with some of the other Quest ones, but it's because the Quest ones are just tasting not as good as this, but it's canceling out the rating because of the macros. Coming in at the last but not least, another MRE, oatmeal chocolate chip. Again, these are a meal replacement, so that's why they're so high on calories, because if you want to eat this instead of like an actual PB&J, you'd probably get more protein in one of these than an actual PB&J, unless you put a bunch, because peanut butter is a decent source of protein when it comes to getting bigger. It's not a lean food because it's got better fats and it's better protein, but again, their whole thing is meal replacement, so that's why their stuff is really high in calorie. So at the end of the day, are these really good? Yeah, they're pretty good. They're way better than eating a candy bar, because you don't want to just be eating a candy bar all day and saying, oh, well, it's fitting into my calories. This is way better. And it's not necessarily about the bar itself, it's about the macros and your personal goals. So, oatmeal chocolate chip. Told you the macros. Going in for the first bite. Again, it looks like this. It looks like a candy bar. Ooh. It is pretty thick. I'm getting it, which is what's giving me the oatmeal taste. What is it? Oatmeal what? Oatmeal chocolate chip. A lot of the bars that are dipped, I feel like are gonna have a better flavor when it comes to like chocolate or cream or whatever. But the MRE is pretty prone to that. So that one honestly wasn't my favorite. I would rather eat the peanut butter one. I'm giving it a 6. I know I'm rating all of these super low, but it's because at the end of the day, it's about my macros and a good tasting protein bar that I think is worth it. But at the end of the day, it's pretty much what your preference is. I want to know in the comments below what you guys think of what you're out of the ones I rated, and maybe you could shoot some more down below on what I could get more in the future to rate. But as of right now, I think the lemon bar still takes the cake. Anyways, thank you guys again for watching. If you want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video.